Oh, hello. I'm Sketch.
And I'm Shades.
And this is
Hey, longtime listeners, Shades here. And we are pushing this week's midstream to next week. Sketch and I are going to take a week off. We've been working really hard and coping as best we can. But oh my goodness, what an episode last week. Harley Quinn double feature with the amazing Zehra Fazal. She is always so much fun to geek out with. And after the episode, Zehra came over to the Patreon and continued to talk to us about some of her favorite jobs, some of her dream gigs that she hasn't got to record yet, some gigs that she auditioned for and did not get cast in, as well as the book that got her into comics and her ex-person. So if you want to hear all of that conversation in its entirety and learn a little bit more about Zehra, you can head over to www.patreon.com/shadesansketch. You can support the show for as little as $1, but right now, guys, we are running for a limited time our Geeking Out Kids Club for adults who are basically still children. You get a membership card, a welcome pack, some trading cards. It's really cool. Sketch really outdid himself with the art and the membership card, and we are so thrilled to be offering that to you. So once again, that is patreon.com/shadesansketch. Guys, here's a little bit of that episode here, but if you want to hear the whole thing, you got to go over to patreon.com/shadesansketch. We'll be right back with you next week for our midstream, and then new content, new episodes coming the week after that. Guys, we went down the rabbit hole on our next property. We thought it was going to be a one-off, and then lo and behold, turns out there is a 5-movie universe. Next week, I'm sure, we're going to be talking about hashtag the Snyder Cut is real. Oh my goodness. Guys, we are geeking out over this one and can't wait to talk about it with you. As always, if there are things that you want to talk to us about, you can email us at gowithshadesansketch@gmail.com. You can tweet at us, gowithshadesansketch. Or if you want to talk directly to Sketch, you can tweet him at GoForSketch. And if you want to lob some volleys at me, you can hit me at GoForShades. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. You can find our Instagram page at GoForSketch. Can't wait to be back with you and enjoy this little teaser of our Patreon exclusive. Since we last talked to you, Zehra Fazal, you have I think we left or in that episode we used Greg Wiseman's quote that we would all be waiting in line to be talking to you at this time this year.
That's
and
so
if
sweet.
there were lines that we could stand in, there we would be. My goodness, since I think it's like just over a year and a half ago that we spoke with you.
Yeah.
You're all over the place with animated series, with television on-screen appearances. I see you all over the place at cons, reuniting with your with Borderlands, with Young Justice, with She-Ra, viewing parties and Young Justice viewing parties. How has your world changed?
Oh, wow. Gosh, it has been quite 2019 was awesome. It was a pretty awesome year. I'm not going to lie, in terms of stuff I got to work on, the people I got to meet, just all the opportunities for travel I had with work and conventions. And it was a really special year. And it was a year filled of momentum on all fronts. Career fronts, fantastic. I really love my current team of representatives, like firing on all cylinders. It's awesome. And then 2020 happened. And I'm not discouraged because I know I'm not alone in this feeling. I think everybody who had any kind of momentum heading into this year, all of us just have to pause and reflect and adapt to whatever might come next. I try not to think about it too much because I'm one of the lucky few who's still able to continue working on stuff. So I just tell myself anytime I go to that dark area, I'm like, shut up. Thank God you're working. Just focus on that. But all that being said, the last couple of years have been pretty awesome. It's also been kind of a delayed awesome because a lot of the stuff I worked on and recorded was recorded in 2017,
Yeah.
2018, and I didn't get to really reap the fruits of the harvest until 2019. So yeah, it's been super rad. I'm having a super fun time, and I just want to keep doing exactly the kind of work I've been doing because it's a real treat. I guess the way things have changed the most is that my online following has gone up steadily to the point where it's not unmanageable. I have about 5,000 followers on each of my platforms. So it's a really it's not like 10 or 20 like some other actors have, but like it's nice because I kind of can get to know some of the people who are consistently interacting with me.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. Like there's been very, very few negative experiences I've had online yet. And I'm kind of scared for what might happen if my following continues to increase, because you just get more and more people who aren't necessarily vibing on your wavelength. I feel like the people who are following me now, we're on a similar wavelength in terms of what we like. And
just cap it. Just cap it here.
Cap it. These 5,000 were good. Moving on.
You have one of the you have a relatively new but powerful cooking Instagram that I love to follow.
That is so sweet.
Oh, do you really?
Yes.
I just started it like not even a week and a half ago.
It is top quality.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I find that cooking has been my escape during this time. It's like my way I've been staying mentally sane. I love to cook. I've always loved to cook, but I've really leveled up my game because I'm just cooking every day, pretty much every meal every day. And I love it. I love taking care of people with food. And so I can't wait. I feel like this whole Corona experience is just training for me to throw a great dinner party at the end of it.
Nice.
Inviting everybody over.
Very cool. It's the pursuits, the hobbies that are going to save us during this time, right?
Yeah.
And always comfort in food.
And there's comfort, I think, in practicality, like reverting back to focusing on skills that have been skills for years and years. I feel like probably most of the folks listening to this, my strength has been in the digital world and in technology and in, words and ideas versus like, I can't sew for crap. I can't garden, I kill things, but darn it, I can cook. And so it's like, all right, let me take this opportunity to refresh some life skills that would have been really important to us even 20, 30 years ago.
That's a great point. But that's not all you can do, Zehra. You breathe life into these ideas that exist only on the page, and I'm particularly drawn to I think the two best examples of that are Razavi and Halo, and certainly you are interpreting what is on the page and the character outline, but you have to find that character and give them a life of their own. Can you just talk a little bit about that process, how you arrive on a character? Do they give you notes of what they want a character to sound like, or do you really get to create and play in that space and find that person?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Again, if you want to hear the whole thing, patreon.com/shadesansketch. We'll see you next time.